Comment where you're from. I want to know where everyone is from. I'm Lindsay, as you probably know. um, yeah, Devin he has my computer, so I might steal it from him. But I hope everyone's doing okay. Oh, yeah, let me see my computer. Are people commenting?
It's commercial.
Oh, it's a commercial. Okay. That would do it. All right. Devin has my computer and I'm going to steal it from him. Hi, Shannon. It's good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Monday Night Live is just one of those things that I want to do on Mondays in December, and then maybe we'll continue it in the new year, but I think Mondays are a great day to do it so that I can spend Sundays with my family. Hi, Katie. Yeah, I want to spend Sundays with my family, not filming. So I was like, if I go live on Monday, then I don't have to worry about filming throughout the day on Sunday. So that was my intention. That was my thing behind it all. Also, I'm using my old headphones from my old phone. So it was the only thing that worked. Hi, Megan. It's good to see you. Oh gosh, where is everyone from? Where's everyone from? That's such a fun thing to see where everyone's coming from, so we can see how broad this is. It's really fun. Yeah. I don't know. How is everyone enjoying Christmas? It's been so much fun. Texas. Yeah, that's so awesome. Hi, Henry. Hi, Leah. Hi, Megan and Katie. I already said hi, but it's always good to say hi again. Dan is currently playing in his room, so Devin's going to be back and forth. Oregon from Mary, and Jenna's in California. Hi, guys. Oh, how have you been loving Christmas and Vlogmas? And are there any videos you'd like to see this season? I'm still working on finalizing. Casey is from Maryland. I missed the last one.
Vancouver Island, BC.
Vancouver. That would be Vancouver Island. I didn't know there was an island, but that's awesome. Who was that said that one? Leah. Okay. Hi. That's great. Yeah. So for Christmas season, we still have a lot of stuff fun planned. I still have so many places to declutter in my house. I've done a lot, it feels like, but there's still so much to do. It never ends. And I had a friend who's also a YouTuber ask me hey, aren't you nervous you're gonna run out of topics or places to declutter, things to declutter? And I'm like, you know what? Not really, because there's always an influx of things that come into your home, and there's always just stuff coming in, and it's overwhelming sometimes, but it's really cool. Yeah, comment any questions as well. I would love to answer some questions if anyone has any. I don't know what else to say. I just really love hanging out with you guys here. It's so fun. It's such a different way to get to know all of you, and it's really cool. So yeah. So I'm trying to think of things to say. Minion. Someone wanted to see Minion, and here he is. This is Minion. I'm probably hitting my wonderful microphone with it. It feels like the more I get to living with less, the more I want to get rid of. I agree. So I think that the more I get rid of things, the more and more I want to purge, because there's only so much room in your house, and then you see the space that you're saving, and then you're like, you know what? I could save even more space, and I could sorry, I got distracted. So I could save even more space and have even less stuff to have to worry about, the inventory and taking care of all these things that it's hard. It's hard to take care of so many things. And I don't have a huge threshold for inventory. I feel like I have a pretty good threshold, but there's times when I just have a hard time with it. But how is Minion handling the surgery recovery? He's doing a lot better. You can see, you almost can't tell he's missing an eye because his hair is in the way, but he had his eye taken out here and he's doing much better. He's a much happier pup, to be honest. He's much happier. He's just doing so much better. I don't know, like just a happier dog. So that's all that matters.
Shannon says any fun plans for Christmas?
Shannon says any fun plans for Christmas. Do we have any fun plans? I mean, we're kind of homebodies, which I'm sure some of you can, you guys can relate to maybe. I have plans with my friends to go like to dinner, and I have, just small things. I'm going with my mom and my sister shopping, and I'm not someone that like makes big plans because I like to be home and I like to be with Dan and Devin. It just makes me the happiest. Roxy's here too. Here, I'll show you. Roxy, oh my gosh, you're crazy. my microphone. Get down. My microphone is stuck. She messed it up. I'm sorry. You guys are gonna hear some messy things for a second. Hey, calm down. Over here. That was my bad. I lifted her up. She got excited.
Shannon is going to drive through lights with her kids.
Oh yes, we will be doing that. And then there's like this Christmas village near our house. So we're gonna do some Christmas lights driving through. We have a few places we can like drive through and see Christmas lights, or we can drive through neighborhoods. But that's such a fun idea with kids. It's hard with Dan in his car seat, so we like the ones where you drive really slow so he can get out of his car seat and we can just like drive really slow and not have to worry about him, because you're going like 5 miles an hour, so he's fine. But he like will sit on my lap or on Devin's lap and like drive the car, It's really cute. But yeah, they also have this Christmas village where I think we'll go see Santa, and that's later in the month. Oh, that's what we do with our son too. Oh, that's good. I'm glad. It's just so fun. It's just so fun to be able to do that with your kids. Hi, Karen. It's good to see you. I'm glad you made it. Some people were like, I'm so sorry I missed your last live. Guys, don't worry about it. You can watch the replay or you can watch the next one when it comes out. You don't have to be here. It's all right. It's okay. It's all good. It's hard with the dogs sometimes because they are just crazy. So I have to be sparingly bringing the dogs in. And Minion is sitting next to me. Here, I'll tilt you down a little bit. He's just sitting next to me, cuddling. So I just have to be careful with the dogs because they do kind of mess things up, especially the big one. What was that last question? I think I saw one pop up.
Someone's going to Victoria with Leah, or around Leah, where Leah's at. So
Oh, that's fun. That's okay. That's fun. I love that when you guys chat in the comments amongst yourselves too. That's really fun. And you guys get to know each other in the comments of my videos. I've seen so many people like commenting on each other's comments, and that just makes my heart so happy and warm to see you guys connecting, because that's what I want here. I want people to feel like they have like a place they can come that is non-judgmental, because you know me. I'm not perfect. Oh, hi, Andy. Yeah, and you're from Australia. That's really cool. Yeah, I'm not perfect. So you are in a safe space here. You're doing well. Roxy just keeps like walking around the camera. It's so funny. Yeah, guys, I just love you all so much. I don't know if you guys can comprehend how much love I have for all of you. And it's just so wonderful. Yeah. Jenny says, oh, maybe I will talk to the rest of my family about it. Oh, you're going to go visit. Yeah, you guys are talking about, you're going to go visit your 92-year-old grandma. I'm pretty sure my grandma's around that age too. I need to go visit her. Arizona. Was that Kay? I think I saw Sue. It like flashes on the screen and then it goes away. Yeah, it's hard to see them, but it's okay. Can you guys hear me okay? I just want to make sure that the sound is all right. I know that the last time it was hard to hear because I just used my camera, like my phone microphone, and it's not very good. I think I'm going to upgrade at some point. Devin was making fun of me. But thank you, Jenny. I'm glad the sound is so much better. Okay, Shannon, thank you. Thank you, Leah. You guys are the best. Thank you. So, yeah, so like what places in your house are you specifically needing to declutter? Because I need some ideas of how to talk to you about it, how to just, I don't know, like connect in a way that helps you also get motivation, you know? So I want to make sure that I'm doing it for you guys, because that's what we're here for. That's what I do these videos for, is to help you guys, as well as, I mean, obviously I'm also helping myself by getting my house decluttered, fixing things in my house. There's so many things, like, guys, what is it about painting those upper cabinets that just gets me? I don't want to do it. I think I'm waiting until the box around the fridge is done to really like want to paint them, but I'm also like, in the meantime, they look terrible. I don't know. Leah says her pantry is driving her insane. Oh yeah. She
Your pantry
yeah.
inventory is way better than hers.
I don't know if my pantry, like I have stages where my pantry inventory is really good, and then I have stages where it's like, you should see my pantry right now. Well, I have two pantries, which sounds bougie, but it's really not that bougie. I have a very small pantry in my kitchen, and then I have a slightly bigger pantry. We turned a coat closet into a pantry in the hallway next to where the kitchen used to be. So that's like the extra stuff. So if I don't know what to do with it, I throw it in there. House projects I need to get done and keep putting off. Oh, same. Yeah, what kind of house projects are you? Trim work. Oh my gosh, guys. Yeah. Devin knows about the trim work. We have shuffled around the molding, like the floor molding in the garage like 18,000 times. My closet is where I store all of my supplies, craft supplies. Yeah. I might need to see the computer for a second so I can read these. It's hard to see them. My closet is where I store all of my craft supplies. My clothes are fine, but I've been putting off going through the crafts because they're tucked into deep corners and are hard to get to. That was Jenna. And yeah, craft supplies are hard because they are like a fantasy self item unless you're like using them. Like, I'm almost tempted to get rid of my sewing machine, but I'm also like, no, because what if I need a sewing machine for something? So like, just because I am like in that minimal mindset, I'm like, do I need it? No, I don't need it right now, but I might need it in the future. And it's a nice item to have, and I don't want to have to borrow one, and then I can lend it out also. But there are some things that I'm just like, I'm never going to use it again. Hi, Brenda. And it's just so sad. Like, I need to get rid of more stuff is what I'm thinking in my head. And then Jenny said, seeing you tackle the garage was so awesome. You do inspire us all to be better. Oh, you're so sweet. I'm so glad that like my videos get through to you guys and that it's not just me like blindly talking to a camera for no reason, because that can be really, really weird. So like I used to make videos for a long time and hardly anyone watched, and I still loved making the videos, but it's so much better now that I have people to talk to. Because like I picture you guys when I'm talking to you, and that makes it so much more fun. Henry, I'll have to show the dog in a minute. Bellin, I think that's how you say, like, is it like Helen but with a B, Bellin? That's such a pretty name. Hi, Lindsay, I'm addicted to your videos. Thank you. That actually warms my heart so much, because I am so addicted to certain people's content, and I share, I keep saying share. I have so much love for those people and those creators, and so you saying that makes my heart all fuzzy and warm. Hi, Brenda. I think I already said hi. I think it popped up there and I said hi, but hi again. Hi, Emily. Where are you planning on putting the nursery? So I don't know. Me and Devin have to kind of talk this one through. I am going to, I want them to be in the same room. Devin's not quite as sure. I'm pretty sure, right, babe? He's not sold on that idea. But for the first 6 months of the baby's life, they'll be in our room. So we've got some time to like think about it. So I'm not like nesting in a nursery way. I'll probably just set up the baby's set up in our room, which is not a very big room. You've seen it probably. And it's not very big, but babies don't need a lot of space, so it's okay. um, and then Megan says, our spare room drives me crazy because everything that doesn't have a home goes there. Office stuff, holiday decor, sentimental items, etc. Yeah, yeah. There are always those like junk collector spaces, and it's hard because they just collect all this stuff, and once it gets to like a certain point, then you get overwhelmed, and then you're like, I don't even know what to do with all of this. So a good strategy for that, when I have a big space, which you guys saw the garage, it was not good, but I split it up into 2 days this last time, and Devin helped me with the second day, which was the more important day. But the first day was probably almost just as important. When I went in there, I think I went in there for 45 minutes, which is a long time, so you don't need to do that long. But I was working in a big space, so I did a slightly bigger chunk of time. But I went in, I went in there for 45 minutes, and I just worked. I didn't set a timer. I just worked until I felt like I was done, or like I felt like I accomplished something. So you can do that. Go and look in those rooms that are really driving you crazy, the junk rooms or the rooms that just collect a lot of junk, and just spend 10 minutes in there, and then it might give you the motivation to continue, which is what happened with the garage. Me and Devin were talking about that, and he's like, we probably wouldn't have tackled the garage this last weekend if you hadn't have done that. And I was like, yeah, probably not. So yeah. Henry wants to see Roxy.
How are you doing?
Oh, who said that?
Brenda.
I am doing well. I am 17 weeks pregnant, so doing well. Doing as good as I can at this point in my pregnancy. I am still, there's like so many food aversions. Like I'll make a dinner, like tonight I made chicken, like a teriyaki chicken, and it was good, but I have a hard time eating things. So yeah, I don't know. Roxy, come here.
Sue wants to know if Dan's gotten his snowman.
Dan has not gotten his snowman, and I have a really funny story. Do you guys want to hear that one? It's so funny. But this is Roxy girl, and she is a monster. She's just a monster, but she's beautiful. She's a Bernedoodle, and we love her very much. She is 1.5, right? A little over 1.5. Her birthday is in April, huh? Your half birthday was around my birthday. Yes, it was. But, okay, I'm going to put you back down because you're just right in my face. Dan would like to see Daddy, I think. What was the last question you said, though?
Dan gotten his snowman.
Oh, the snowman. Okay, Brenda wants to hear the story because she just said that. All right, so Dan watches a show called Blippi. I know. It's not my favorite show. Devin hates that show. Dan loves it. And there is this like episode or like special that they did, and it was the wintertime like Blippi special, and it cracks me up because he'll watch it. He watches it probably once a week, if not more. And he's been watching it since like the middle of November. So, and in it, the Blippi, the main guy, is just like, I'm gonna open this present. The whole episode, he's like, I'm gonna open this present. See this present. And then at the end, he finally opens it, and it's just this like styrofoam, like a flat, like foam board snowman. And it's just like the coolest thing in the whole world. And Dan is obsessed. So now that he sees a present, and he's like, okay, it's going to be a snowman, obviously. Every time Blippi opens a present, it's a snowman. So that's the story. It's not that exciting, but I think it's really funny. It cracks me up every time. And like, that's why I keep asking him, like, so what do you think it is? And he goes, it's a snowman. Like, are you sure? Because might not be. So we will see if he gets a snowman. Let's just keep our eyes open. We'll see. All right. What's next?
It's correct.
Oh, okay. Let me.
Not related to decluttering, but something.
Megan says not related to decluttering, but I actually just found out that my sister is pregnant with twins. That is so exciting. Oh, I honestly, before we found out, like before we went to the doctor the first time, I kind of thought it might be twins. And I was kind of slightly hoping, but also like terrified because, oh, yeah, I don't know. I'm just, what are you doing? She's like got her whole mouth around my hand. You're so weird. You're such a weirdo. You're so weird. I love you very much. Anyway, but yeah, well, you don't have to ask me questions about decluttering. I love decluttering and I love talking about it, but that's not all I'm into. I have recently started playing the piano again. Not very often, but sometimes. Devin's looking at me like, what, you did? He needs to tune it though. He hasn't tuned that piano in a long time. It doesn't sound great. But I went down there with Dan today and we have a piano in our basement, in the mud room next to the garage. And okay, I can't pet you. You're just licking me too much. It's all slobbers. Anyway, so me and Dan went down there and we were playing the piano and then he was playing the piano and it was really cute. It was really fun to do that with Dan. But yeah, what kind of things do you guys have planned this Christmas? Because I could use more ideas because I am a homebody and Dan loves to get out and do things. We need to go play in the snow. It snowed today and I was like, you know what? I don't have it in me today, but maybe tomorrow. Because it didn't seem like it was going to melt overnight. So I was like, we've got some time. But Roxy was out there playing like crazy. She was just hopping around. Oh, another funny story is that if you saw my video where we went and cut down a tree in the middle of the forest, for this tree right here, we went and cut it down, and Dan loves watching that little 2-minute, 3-minute like segment where we're actually out in the snow, walking around trying to find a tree, and then we get our tree and we take it home. And yeah, so he loves that part of the video, and he would watch it over and over and over and over and over. If I let him, maybe I need to just like take that clip and put it on a loop and just like let him watch it. But yeah, so he'll sit and watch it, and there's this one little part after that Roxy was like jumping around in the snow, and so now Dan says, because in the video I said, Roxy, out, honey. You gotta move. You gotta move. You gotta move, baby girl. Go get daddy. Go get daddy. But so sorry. She's just like right in my face. So Dan was watching this part and, oh gosh, sorry. He's watching that part of the video, and in the video I say, Roxy, did you have fun jumping around in the snow? You were jumping around like a bunny rabbit. And then I go, oh wait, no, like a horse actually, because you're so big, like kind of joking around. And every time now Dan sees Roxy jumping around in the snow, he goes, Roxy jumping around in the snow like a bunny rabbit. No, a horse actually. It just cracks me up. He's so funny. But yeah, I like watching my little boy. He's so fun. I saw...
Shannon said I have a Christmas party where you bring your favorite items to exchange.
Ooh, a Christmas party where you bring your favorite items to exchange. That could be really fun. That's like a more personalized, like white elephant, but probably like a little less different. Oh yeah, Shannon. Dan's age is just the funnest. Like I didn't even know how fun it would be for Christmas. He is so fun. And he opened another present today, but he also opened another present that he wasn't supposed to open today. That kid, he loves the presents under the tree. So I've had to rewrap another present today. And they're no longer under the tree because there's only 4 left for presents. Other things are activities. My boys are a little older, but since I homeschool, I have been doing themed days. Oh, that would be fun. Like, what were the the themed days that she did.
One day was about snowflakes.
One day was
and paper
snowflakes.
snowflakes and read books, and then poems about snow.
Yeah, that's fun. Paper snowflakes and reading poems about snow, and that's so fun. And sorry, I have an itchy nose. Roxy got some dust up my nose or something. I don't know. I'm like rubbing it. It's super red now. But yeah, so that would be really fun. A themed day. I didn't think about that, but that seems like an older kid kind of thing too. Like I don't think Dan could could handle it yet. What?
Dan has a 2-second attention.
Yeah, Devin says that Dan has a 2-second attention span. So I agree. But yeah, Minion, do you want to come see everybody? Oh, no. He was comfortable. That was mean of Mom, huh? That was a mean mom. Why would Mom do that? But he is, so Dan, Minion is our, he's our Shih Tzu pug mix, but he was Devin's dog when we first got married. And yeah, it was interesting becoming a dog mom immediately, but I think I took to it pretty quickly. Devin was very happy that, because Minion was at home with his family and they were all at school or work all day long, so he was kind of stuck at home. So once we got married, I was working for a few months, but I would come home at my lunch break and take Minion out. So it was a better solution for Minion. And I think he's had a slightly better quality life since we got married, just because he's been much more pampered. And yeah, so he's a cutie, but he's also grumpy. And what was it that I said the other day? Did I say he was a? I think I said he was a grump butt because I say really weird things, and if you knew my dad, you'd know why. But I say stuff like that, and I was like, Minion would not want to go out. He did not want to get out of his bed and go outside the other day, so I had to like push him out the door, and the whole time he was growling at me, and I must have said, "Oh, Minion's a grump butt," and Dan heard me because he was in his crib in his room, and he goes, "Mama, come here," and I'm like, "Okay, 1 second," because I was like getting my mascara on or something, and he goes, "Is Minion a grump butt?" I'm like, yeah. So I've been learning that I need to watch what I say more around him. So that's something I'm learning. I feel like there were some comments. Okay. Oh, Shannon says, my daughter is 11, so I wrapped gifts and didn't put names on them, just numbers. Yeah, that's great. And when you only have one, it's easy. So you don't have to write names on them. I think when we have two and I'm doing the like advent calendar, I'm going to have to write names on them and then a number as well, or whatever letter. Leah says, Dan seemed to like the reindeer craft. He loved it and he thinks it's wonderful. He wants to take it off the fridge all the time. I have yet to let him because I'm worried the pom-poms will end up all over the house and that Roxy will eat them. And it's just always fun. And then Jenna says you could have him color on white paper and then cut them into snowflakes so he gets to be involved. That would be cute. I might need to try that. We have a snowflake craft that we're going to do, and you'll see that later on. But yeah, he's going to have a lot of fun with this stuff coming up, I think. Shannon says, LOL, my son is 4 and he tries to find out what his gifts are. That's cute, but also horrifying because I'm not the best at hiding things to get them away from Dan. I'm going to need to like find a cabinet that I can just lock and then hide everything in there. They can't get in it. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, I don't know, Devin. I don't know what to do. It's going to be fun. What did your parents do?
They just hid him. They usually, actually, since I was the oldest, they put all of them in my closet because my siblings wouldn't come to my room.
Because Devin was the oldest. They would put him in his closet because he was 4 years older than his next sibling. So, yeah, he knew what everyone's presents were, I guess. But I don't know. My parents, one year, I remember, they put them all in the garage with just a blanket over them because, like, who's not going to look under that? I was like 10, I think. I was the youngest, though, so maybe they just kind of stopped caring by that point because they had 5 kids and I was the youngest and I was 10. You know, maybe they were just like, you know, it's probably fine. And I remember I saw what was under there, and there were 2 dolls. Like they were like the size of an American Girl doll, but they were like the Walmart or Target off-brand. I don't remember. I had it forever, and I don't remember what brand it was, but it was definitely not an American Girl doll because my parents couldn't afford that, nor should they have to. It's not that important. And I remember there was one with red hair, and I was obsessed with the red hair. And then there was another one. I honestly don't even know what that one looked like. I can't not remember. But it was. I was assuming that there was one for me and one for my slightly older sister, who was probably like 11 at the time. And so I remember we went to the store a couple days later, maybe a week later, and I really wanted the one with the red hair. Okay, I had to have the one with the red hair. So we're walking through the store and I see the same one at the store and I go, Mom, I really want that doll. And so I just made it happen. I'm just so good at making things happen, right? It's just Devin thinks I'm crazy. It's fine. But yeah, so it's just little things like that. This like little memories that you have. I think just I want to make this year super special for Dan, even though he might not remember all of it, but that's okay. Karen says, as the oldest child, one Christmas morning, I went down and separated all the gifts into piles. Okay. Well, that's cool. Yeah, so the night before Christmas, when we were all older and like, you know, we were all older, and my parents would put all of the gifts under the Christmas tree. And like before that point, or my mom would still be upstairs wrapping presents. And then at that point, we would take all of the gifts out and separate them among, like, we would have a section of the couch for each person. We had 5 kids in my family. So they had a 2-seater and a 3-seater. So we all got one section of the couch. And then we just would set them in those sections, and then like my parents each had a seat that they would sit on, and they would get their presents there, and it was a fun tradition. I really liked that one because it was just something we all did together. But yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. Oh, hi Sarah, you're from Montreal. That's fun. I have never been. I would love to go. That sounds awesome. Sounds a little bit cold though, I will say. Sounds slightly cold. So my younger brother cries and I got into big trouble. You got into big trouble because you separated all the presents. Aw, sorry. So it's not quite the same as my story, but that's okay. So Roxy's laying on the other couch, so I don't want to call her over right now. She's relaxed.
Sarah says it is great.
Yeah. It's really cold here too. What's the temperature outside right now, Dev? Yeah, it's been really cold. It snowed like 4 inches last night and today, so it's 27 degrees Celsius. No, it's not Celsius. That would be kind of warm, wouldn't it? Yeah, I don't know the conversion rate super well, but
32.
yeah, okay. So it's 27 Fahrenheit. I will say. Indianapolis. I said that really weird. Hi, you're from Indianapolis, Indiana. That was Sandy. Okay, yeah. And then Megan said
It's been snowing all day.
it's been snowing all day. Where are you from, Megan? I think I remember you saying it, but I don't want to be wrong. But yeah, so it's cold when it snows. It's wet when it snows. Minion was trying to run down the street. I had to step in front of him on the stairs to go down to the street to make it sure he didn't go to the road. Nevada. Oh, okay, interesting. Northern Nevada, though. So yeah, okay. You're pretty close. You're pretty close in temperature, probably. But yeah, it's been snowing all day for us too. It was funny. There were these guys that just like pulled off to the side of the road next to our house, and they just like got out with shovels and they started shoveling the walkway. They didn't really get right in front of our house, but they did like the houses down the street and over. And I was just like, that's such a nice thing to do. Like to get in your car with all your shovels and like with your buddies and just like drive around and find sidewalk that needs to be shoveled so that people can walk it. That's so nice. Was there, I think I saw a comment I didn't catch.
Sarah said it snows January and February with temps negative 30 to
Oh my
negative
gosh.
35 Celsius.
Oh, Sarah, I'm so sorry for your really cold weather. I don't know how cold it gets here. I don't think it gets that cold. That's Celsius, right? That's really cold, isn't it?
I mean,
Isn't it? I don't know. I don't know how cold it gets here. It gets really cold. I just try not to go outside. 50s and raining here, says Shannon. Oh, Shannon, that sounds kind of nice. It might not be, but it sounds nice compared to like a bunch of snow. I used to say how much I hated the snow because I hate driving in it, but now I don't really have to drive in it all that much. So that was like when I would nanny and I would have to drive there every day. And I had a little Honda Civic and it was not great for driving in the snow. My parents lived on a pretty big hill and I literally could not make it up the hill one day. And my boss, he had to come bring his Dodge truck and like save me. He had to help me get out, and then he had to help me. He just drove me to work so that I could be there for the kids. They had an extra car for me to drive once I was there, but I couldn't drive there. Twin Cities, Minnesota. Hi, Mary. Worst is when at the end of winter it rains and then it freezes some more. That sucks. We get like black ice here a lot. So that's another reason I hate driving in the snow, especially at night. The black ice is like, no thank you. Let me stay in my little bubble at home and not go anywhere. Yeah, it's just something. There's something to be said about it. Let me see. I just want to look and see what. Jenna says, I couldn't put presents under the tree ahead of time when my kids were younger. My younger is 7, so they don't get into them anymore. But it would have been chaos if I tried to do that before. Yeah, I don't have any Christmas, like, presents for Christmas Day under the tree. I just have the Advent Christmas presents, so he's just been opening those early. And he gets those before Christmas, so I'm not, like, that worried about it, you know? It's fine, but it's also just like, it's kind of annoying. But it's okay. He's cute. And then I think, our neighbors keep warm by shoveling for each other. That's awesome. Yeah, I still can't get over the negative 30 temps, but that just makes me think Fahrenheit, and I don't know what the conversion. Negative 20 is what we get here in Fahrenheit. I don't know what the conversion is because I'm not that smart. Negative 30 is negative 20? Oh, okay. What do we get here? Like, how cold does it get here?
Negative teens.
Okay, so we don't get quite as cold. And the negative teens is what Devin says. So close, but no cigar. Not quite there. But yeah, so I really hope that these videos, this Vlogmas has been fun for you guys. It's been a lot of fun with Dan being as old as he is. He's starting to kind of understand Christmas and like understand. He says that he loves the Christmas decorations, but he says it like, my love Christmas decorations. Sorry, I can't do his voice, but it's so cute. He's such a cutie. And he's getting really excited for the baby, even though he doesn't quite understand all of that, but you know, it's all good. Sarah, thank you. You're so sweet. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun because for one, it's pushed me to declutter more spaces in my house, which I wasn't planning on doing. Oh, thanks, Sarah. I think so too. I think Dan is a cutie. Thank you. I accept. but yeah, so I've been able to get more decluttering done than I have in the past. And it's just been really nice to see the changes in my home and being able to keep up on things, even though I'm not perfect, but it's okay. Oh, Giselle says 3 a.m. in Sweden, but so great to make it to the stream of yours. Yay, 21 degrees Fahrenheit here. Oh man. That's cold. I wouldn't want to be outside. I don't remember what Devin said it was, but like you said like the 30s, 27. Yeah, so yeah, I'm glad I'm not outside. I would not do well. I get really cold, but like we keep our house at like 68 degrees, so like I can handle that. That's great. People come to our house and they're like, it's cold, and I'm like, are you sure? It's like warm in here. I don't know what you're talking about. And then sometimes I freeze. So I have warm electric socks that Devin got me when we were first dating. And then I have lots of blankets and lots of sweaters. And so if I freeze, I just put on more layers. But yeah, there were a couple comments.
Karen said the vlogs have been great, especially when Dan is talking. He is a great age.
Yes. Yeah. Thanks, Karen. Yeah. Dan's at such a fun age. She was saying that Dan, the vlogs are great, especially when Dan is talking. And I agree. It's one of my favorite parts. I don't like to add him too much just because he isn't like the focus of my channel. So I like to add him in as little bits here and there because he is fun and he is a big part of my life. But the channel is a little bit more me and what I'm doing, and it's more motherhood than Dan. And I love Dan. He's perfect. He's like the perfect little boy. I love him so much, but like you know, I don't want him to be the only thing on my channel because I feel like that's not a great life for a kid, for one. So it's more about me and about trying to get things done in my house, because that's what motherhood is. It's just trying to do things the way that you think that your kids need and the way that you think that your family needs, and just trying to make things better for all of you. I'm going to steal the computer for a second. Try to resemble a blanket as much as possible when it gets cold. Okay. I think I missed some of that conversation. And then Shannon says, my son says hi. Well, hi, Shannon's son. It's nice to see you. And to Henry, thanks for loving the dogs. I love the dogs too. They are wonderful, but they are relaxing right now. So I don't want to show them right now because they're just, well, I can show Minion, but because he's just right next to me. But he looks a little dead. So I'm not gonna show Roxy. She's behind the ring light, and I don't want to mess her up because she's got like all her stuff. She's just like relaxed, and if I call her over, she's not going to be, and this is her relaxing time. She gets to relax right now, and I'm okay with that. And Devin seems okay with it too because he's sitting next to her, so he doesn't want her to freak out and get crazy. She is still a puppy, so she gets a little crazy, but it's okay. We love her very, very much. And I was saying, was it today or yesterday? Whenever it was, I was saying that I was so glad that we have her and that we brought her home, and she's been such a wonderful addition to the family. And it's been awesome having her here, and she's just a sweet girl, and we're very lucky. So, but yeah, I think this might be the end. Oh, Shannon says he smiled really big when he said that when he said he wants to say hi to his name, right? Mm. He smiled really big. He said he wants you to say, hi, Liam. Hi, buddy. It's nice that you're here. Thanks for being here and hanging out with me. Yeah, sorry. It like flashed up on the screen and I wasn't able to see it, but I wanted to make sure I got that comment before I sign off. But I love you guys. Vlogmas has been really fun. I will be posting another video tomorrow, and it's just been a lot of fun. So thanks for hanging out with me on this live stream. I think next time we'll do something a little bit more like we'll have like a topic to talk about. I haven't been able to like think of any good ones. So if you have any, comment them in my videos or comment them down below. Maybe I'll see them. I don't know if I'll be able to see them until it's like, because in the live chat. So if you want to, you can leave them in the comments once the video is like fully processed and uploaded, because you can rewatch this and hang out with me again. Thanks, Leah. It's just been so fun, and I love you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Bye, Sarah, Megan, Shannon. Bye. Bye, Casey. Bye, Brenda. And bye, everyone. Merry Christmas.